A very good afternoon to one and all as we welcome you here to the Irwin Park here in Siparia as we get ready for day two of the TNT Cycling Federation's Youth Developers Track National Championships as a number of these youngsters who really thrilled us yesterday are back for more as they get ready to take part in the scratch race as well as the Karen and the team pursuit and the team sprint events. Those are the events scheduled for today, and so it should be another packed day of action here as well. So hope you could stay with us throughout the afternoon here on 368 TV as we bring you coverage of this event, a very important one for a number of these youngsters. You're beginning to see improvement in some of them already, and that augurs well for the future of the sport here in TNT, and especially at this time, an Olympic year where two of Trinidad and Tobago's finest ever sprinters will be on show in the red, white, and black. Quincy Brown and, of course, Nicholas Paul, who many believe might be in line for a medal in either the sprint event or the Karen, or both, if we're lucky. And we're certainly looking forward to that. We're getting ready for the under-9s, the under-9 girls, and under-9 boys, getting ready for their scratch race, it looks like. Lake Lowell, the under-9 boys are quickly on the line. So we just waiting to see how many of them will actually take it. Tyler Titt is there. Levi Boodoo. Also making an appearance. And from Arima Wheelers, Jordan DeHare is also a part of the action. So they're going to do 2 laps of the track. So we didn't have any like bunch races yesterday. And today we will have a couple of those, starting with this scratch race here. You see the riders being held by their respective coaches or managers. Rick Texonics, of course, heavily represented. So 2 laps, and there goes Madonna Wheelers trying to get out there quickly. Lake Lowell and Arima Wheelers, Jordan DeHare kind of cruising into second place now, second wheel behind Lowell. But screaming going up the back straightaway. They're coming over the top and coming into second place, and look like he's just biding his time really as they come for the bell. And here we go. And this is going to be very quick. Tyler Titt is right there. Tyler Titt giving it a go. So it's Madonna Wheelers against Rick Texonics, and Lake Lowell holding his own. Can he finish the job? Lowell against Titt. Lowell against Titt. Does Titt have enough? Here he comes. Coming streaming over the top, and he just cruises by. And he's going to land a big win here to start things off. Beautifully done by Tyler Titt. So a nice victory there.
Under-9 girls, please report to the start line now.
So that was the under-9 boys getting us started with their little scratch race. We're getting now for the under-9 girls. Melody
And the
Ramsey.
11 girls, join them at the start line now, please. And the 11 girls as well.
So they're
under
going
9
for the
and
under
under 11 girls,
9
start
and
line now,
under
please.
11
Thank you.
girls are going together because there are just a couple of them at the under 11 age group. So looking to join the fray, it will be Annalie Tit and Ashley Suhan. They're the two who saw action yesterday in the under 11 category. So I think they're just checking on their bicycles, checking the gears to make sure that everything is A-OK. And once they're cleared, then they will be free to enter the track space so that they could compete in their various categories. So again, we're getting ready for the under 9 and under 11 girls. So I know they were inviting the under 11 girls, but it looks like they're only under 9 girls. Out there at the moment, and it looks like they're going to ask young Tit to join them. But she will be riding under 11. So it's going to be a nice opportunity for them. So these are the girls under 9s and under 11s in their scratch race.
Under 9 and 11 girls, 2-lap race.
So here they go, 2 laps. And dropping back a little bit there is Annalie Tit, but she's here now taking full advantage of the opportunity to ride out front. That's Renee Tit out front trying to make hay. And here she goes and take the bell. But on hot pursuit there, Liam Mitchell of Madonna Wheelers. So now is this a question here of big sister Annalie Tit? Can she come over and do something? But it seems as if the younger Tit, Renee Tit, has hit the proverbial wall. And now it's a question of Liam Mitchell of Madonna Wheelers. Can she do the business here and deny Rick Tech Sonics back-to-back victories here? But Sonics trying, but it's not going to be easy, as a victory there for Leah Mitchell of Madonna Wheelers. Rick Texonics having to settle for second place on this occasion. And of course, because it was two age groups combined, Annalie Titt was the first one to cross the line for the under 11, so she would have won the under 11 race. So a big victory for them starting up here this evening. Of course, while we are covering the cycling action here, remember the Olympic Games, and today is the day of reckoning. It's the one to determine the fastest man in the world. And of course, Kishane Thompson of Jamaica looked impressive again. Melody Ramsing of Rick Texonics putting on a good show, but it just wasn't enough. Yep, and there's a slight drizzle coming onto the ground. So I don't think they'll allow the youngsters to take the track. In fact, it'd be dangerous to put them out there at this time, as they say, getting warm into their racing. Just two races. The rain has come and put a damper on proceedings here. So we'll have to wait to see what they're going. But again, we still have the under 11 boys, under 13 boys and girls to do their scratch race. And that will be followed by the Karen for all the age groups, under 9 boys and girls, under 11 boys, and the under 13 boys and girls, and then the under 11 girls as well. And then, of course, we will go with the team pursuit, 4 laps, and that will be followed by the team sprint, boys and girls. So quite a lot of racing still to come. And as I said, the rain isn't, actually it's like a passing cloud. It has just kind of blown, although it's a slight drizzle still around here at Irwin Park in Siparia. But it was such a lovely day. In fact, it was a very hot day coming into the start of the action here. But as soon as we got started, there's a little drizzle to cool things down. Hopefully it doesn't persist for very long. In fact, there are some ominous clouds to our left and to our right. To our right is not that bad. It's to our left, rather, is not that bad. It's to our right that we take in. Actually, I'm not quite certain which direction the rain is going to come from here, but on both, just our backs, you could see that there's some real dark clouds building up around us here. So what was a nice, bright, sunny afternoon has just been switched to a fairly ominous dark clouds around us here. So that is the little monster that is threatening proceedings here for the moment. And like I said, I'm not sure. That is to the south of us, and to our right and to the south of Irwin Park, to the left of us and behind us, and kind of like to the west of us. There is not that dark a cloud, but there's still some cloud cover in that direction, but it's not as dark. So I'm not sure if that is going to impact us, or if that has the potential to impact us, or if it's the ones to the right of us that you're seeing on your screen there that could be posing the biggest threat of all. Only time will tell, and we'll see what the organizers decide. And hopefully, we hope that it doesn't, how I say, come down any heavier and create even more of a delay here at Irwin Park. So this is the situation here. We're going to take a break and we'll just monitor the situation, and as soon as we get a word as to what is the next step, we'll be able to bring you the action here live on 360 TV of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation's National Youth Cycling, the Youth Developers Track National Championships. Stay close. Who's calling me? So as we welcome you back here, we're using the opportunity where we have a rain delay here to do some prize distribution, the 2-lap event for the girls under 9.
Do we have any of these stadium personnel
So
hands? We need to get a move
Abigail Titt is second, Liam Mitchell is first,
stadium personnel at hand.
and
Identify yourself. Thank you.
Madonna Wheeler's Zaria Alexander is in third place. So there they are. But there's no denying Leah Mitchell from Madonna Wheelers in the middle is your winner of the 2-lap scratch race for under 9 girls.
And the 9 boys to the prize rostrum. In third position, Ryan Shepard. Second position, Liz Lowell. And in first place, our national champ for today, Tyler Titt.
And now we're looking at the boys under 9s. In third place, Ryan Shepard of Rictech Sonics. In second place, Lake Lowell of Madonna Wheelers. And the winner, Tyler Titt of Rictech Sonics. So the Titt family really putting on a show here. As you can see, the officials having to kind of walk gently as the rain still lurking, but right now it's stopped, which is a good sign. The sun is yet to return, and so we see in the meantime the track is drying, so hopefully it will continue to dry and run off quickly, and we will be able to get the action.
11 girls in third position, Annalie Titt, sorry, my apologies. Second position, Lachey Nimbra. And our national champ for today, Ashley Suhon.
So in the under 11 girls, Ashley Suhan of Madonna Wheelers in first place. In second place was Annalie Titt of Rictech Sonics. And in third place, Lachey Niblet of Madonna Wheelers to the right of your screen. So those are the 3 on the podium. Girls under 11 2-lap scratch race. So they were just about getting ready to do the boys equivalent, and the rains came. So that is the situation. This is where we are right now. We're still at the mercy of the conditions here. The track is drying off quickly. If you look at it, you could see, but there's still areas where the water is still running off. There's some areas where you can just see the discoloration, so an indication that the water is just running off. In some parts, other parts, you look at it, you see there's still some drying to be done here. So most of it is dry, or at least it appears dry. But I'm sure the officials will still have to give it some time. Unfortunately, the sun has gone in, and we haven't had the sun return since the rain started to fall. But I'm sure once they get some sunshine, it could help to dry off things a lot quicker. Else they may have to use the old technique of maybe put a vehicle of some sort, or vehicles on it to assist with the drying of the truck. And because once the car rolls around, the tires will try to absorb a lot of the water and help with that drying. As you can see right in front of us here, there is that little streak that suggests that there's water. There's still water there, and that will take a while. And you don't want to put the especially these youngsters. You don't want to put them in harm's way at all. So the officials will have to make sure that the conditions are in fact much improved before they consider restarting proceedings here. So as soon as we have a word on what is going to take place, we will just monitor the situation, and but it also gives us a chance to say congratulations to Noah Lyles. He won the men's 100 meter, and in what, 9.79 seconds, tied almost the same time with Kashane Thompson out of Jamaica, and the other American finishing in third place there. So it was all 9 athletes, all of them finished within a whisker of each other. It was 979 were the first two, 981 for third, and just in between there, everybody seemed to, and Oblique Seville, who was in 8th place, finished in 981. Right, no, Fred Curley had a 981. Kishane Thompson 9.789, as opposed to Noah Lyles 9.784. So he was quickest to the line, Noah Lyles. So it's just 200ths of a second, a fraction really, and so that is the difference right there between a gold and a silver medal, and that would have been great for Kishane because Jamaica have not, since Usain Bolt, of course, this would have been a big return to the glory days for Jamaica, but it wasn't to be. And I think, surprise, Oblique Seville, who many felt was more or less guaranteed a medal, Fred Curley came. What it also meant is that Lamont Jacob, the defending champion, finished in 5th place, but even he wasn't too far off the pace, and but it just didn't have it on the day to make it up. And again, Noah Lyles with that finishing, because Kashane Thompson was actually leading coming into the dying stages, but then he started to tie up. Again, the inexperience and probably the lack of competitive fitness probably did him in there. And Noah Lyles just came, caught him, and passed him right on the line. And that is because Noah Lyles is such a good finisher. And that's the reason why you can never rule him out of a race. He finishes similar to how, say, Carl Lewis would finish. Carl Lewis would normally win his races in the last 10 meters or so. And this is not, although Carl Lewis had a different style, Lewis maintained his speed longer than most. In other words, he decelerated a little bit slower than most others, because when you're running in the last half of the race, you're not going at your fastest. You're really just trying to maintain your speed to get to the line. So you're probably at your fastest up until about 60, 65 meters so, and then it's maintenance the rest of the way, trying to get to the line as quickly as possible. And but again, congratulations there to Noah Lyles. He did say he was the fastest man in the world. Who is going to doubt him now after such a dramatic performance? Yet again, because he's battle-hardened, he knows how to eke out results like that, and it showed in this particular race. So now it's on to the 200 meters, and of course Jareem Richards in the 400, easily qualifying for the semis. So we want to wish him all the best going forward. And then of course on Wednesday we'll have our cyclists taking part in the sprint event, the flying 200s for the match sprint, and also in the Karen event, which is coming up on the weekend. I think the final of the match sprint is on Saturday, and the Karen is the next day, the Sunday, which is the final day of the Olympics. So cycling Trinidad and Tobago could be on show on the final day of the Olympic Games. So we'll wait to see how that goes. So that is the situation here. Once again, our coverage is with the compliments of Republic Bank, Blue Waters, Rick Texonics, and the TNT Cycling Federation right here on 360 TV. So stay with us. As soon as we have an opportunity, we come back with more from Siparia. Welcome back to Irwin Park here in Siparia, where the conditions have really deteriorated because we have a serious downpour, as you can see, that has just engulfed the area right over the track here. And this facility, this wonderful facility here at Irwin Park, but as far as cycling is concerned, that is not going to happen anytime soon because one, the rain has to stop first, then the track has to dry, and that could take a couple hours from now. So I think the organizers have decided to operate on the side of caution and safety. Then they've decided that they're going to basically call off the rest of today's proceedings here, the second day of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation's Youth Developers Track National Championships here at Irwin Park in Siparia. Only three, because one was a combined race, and we saw the prizes being so again, because of the conditions, but more importantly, I think the organizers have also noticed that the Met Office has sent out an adverse weather alert number 1, yellow level, and the start time was today, Sunday, from 11 p.m. to end on Monday, tomorrow, at 6 p.m. And there's a high or 80% chance of thunderstorm activity and moderate to heavy showers beginning with Tobago and gradually spreading across Trinidad from tonight through tomorrow due to the passage of a tropical wave, which is also modulating with the ITCZ. Likely impacts include gusty winds in excess of 55 kilometers per hour, which can lead to fallen trees, displaced unsecured items, and agitate seas. Street or flash flooding and localized ponding can also occur as a result of this activity. Do not wade or drive through floodwaters. Secure loose outdoor items and livestock. Person advised to monitor weather conditions for more information. So on that front, they've decided that the best course of action is to cancel the rest of today's proceedings and allow the families, the parents and their loved ones to try to make it home, because Siparia, as you can see, is right now experiencing heavy rainfall, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. And especially areas that are flood-prone areas. I think a number of families that are from the north and from the east would be keen to at least get down the highway as quickly as possible and try to make it home as quickly as possible and safely. That is the most important thing. So unfortunately, we're going to have to end our broadcast here. But again, thanks so much to Republic Bank, Blue Waters, the TNT Cycling Federation, and Rictech Sonics for hosting this event and for making it possible. We want to thank them and to ask them to continue to support local cycling. So on behalf of the entire team, I'm Ruskin Mark, thanking you so much. And remember to stay with us on 360 TV. As you can see scrolling below, if you want to have your items screened, then you could contact us at 287-3828, and we will be more than happy to assist or to accommodate you where possible. So until we meet again, we thank you so much for being with us, and we sign off from Irwin Park.